Hi, my name's Kat Boyd and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've not done a vlog in quite a while. That's because I've been out and about getting busy with Rise, Scotland's Left Alliance, for the coming election in May, which is really soon actually, so I hope if you're not registered to vote already that you get registered. I do obviously think it's important that we get some new voices in Parliament in May, and part of the reason that I think that is to do with what I wanted to make today's vlog about, and that's the economy. I mean, the signs of impending economic doom are everywhere. Some pundits are saying it's going to be worse than the crash of 2007-2008. But we need to make sure this time we're not going to sit back and take the blame like we did before. I mean, it's crazy when you think about it. I mean, we bailed out the banks, and then the media and the condemned government somehow managed to trick us into thinking it was public spending that caused the crash, and that somehow austerity was the only road to recovery, and that we all had to tighten our belts to get the economy back on track again. And here we are today. We've had the biggest fall in public expenditure in 100 years, and all the problems our economy had beforehand are even more severe today. They told us that economic growth would sort of fix all of our problems, but it turns out we're poorer than we were before the crash, even though the economy's allegedly been growing. See, the problem with capitalism's growth model, which is supported by all of the mainstream parties, is that it doesn't take account of who actually benefits from the growth. If all the wealth is continually being sucked up to the top 1%, then what good is economic growth for a single mother who has to work 3 jobs to pay for escalating rent costs and extortionate bills and childcare fees? We need to start thinking of an alternative economic model now. Not after independence, not after we've fixed the growth rate, not after we've got rid of the Tories. An alternative economic model should be based on social and environmental need. I mean, we've got people who are unemployed, and we've got people who are working over 50 hours a week, suffering from loads of health problems because they're overworked and they're stressed and they're tired. So why don't we reduce the working week, put more people into jobs and give everyone a pay rise? In Scotland, 4 billionaires own as much wealth as the bottom 20% of Scots combined. So why don't we start to redistribute the wealth? Tax the rich, redistribute the wealth, give everyone a citizen's income so that no one has to live in poverty. On one hand, we've got supermarkets producing billions of tonnes of food that just goes to waste year on year. And on the other, we've got people who have to rely on food banks. Wouldn't it make more sense to have a planned food economy so that no food goes to waste and no one has to starve? So these 3 things, tackling waste, redistributing wealth, and shortening the working week, don't rely on the growth model. But these things will make the majority of people better off, and they'll make our economic system more stable and less likely to enter another crash. That's a positive alternative to the economic model that we've got now, and we need voices in the Parliament to argue for that, because the model we have at the moment is failing, and it's failing fast. So what do you think? What sort of economy would you like to see in Scotland? Thanks very much for watching, and tune in next week for more.